What's up, everybody? This is Devlin, host of the Artisan Dev podcast. I just wanted to give two shout-outs to two businesses that just are key in giving back to the arts and providing quality products for everyone down here in Galveston, Texas. And it's going to be the Proletariat Gallery Public House down on 2221 Market Street, and Old Moon Deli and Pie, located right next door at 408 23rd Street. Proletariat Gallery is a collaborative exhibition space and local hangout that is mainly dedicated to enhancing the arts in Galveston, Texas. Not only is it an amazing art gallery, but it contains a beautiful bar containing a full range of craft beer, artisan wines, and locally roasted coffee drinks. They have a new artist exhibition every 6 weeks, debuted during Galveston's famous Art Walk that happens in downtown Galveston every 6 weeks. And it is also the home of our open mic poetry night by Coastal Soul Poetry, hosted by Emily Lopez. Regular guest on the show, as y'all have seen, one of my regular co-hosts, that we have all these wonderful poets on there. They're part of that scene. Be sure to subscribe and follow, stay up to date on their events, and check them out whenever you come to the island. Find them at Proletariat Gallery, website proletariatgallery.com, or info@proletariatgallery.com for the email. And that's spelled Proletariat. Be sure to check those guys out. Also, shout out to Old Moon Deli. It's the local Galveston restaurant for delicious deli sandwiches, salads, desserts, using locally sourced ingredients and house-made recipes. We team up with the farm market a lot. I say we because I work there. I'm also involved there. You know, they're fantastic. I love my job, love what I do. Love it even more when I get to include it into the arts like I'm doing with the podcast. It's just a fantastic place to come. We have plenty of vegan options, desserts, sandwiches, salads, whatever you want to do. Just come by. We got a little something for everybody. Everything's delicious for everyone. So please come by, check us out. I'm located once again at 408 23rd Street, Proletariat Gallery, 2221 Market Street. We'll see you guys next time you come to Galveston. Enjoy the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 of the Melmo, Black, and Julian Reyes tattoo episode. Also accompanied by the wonderful Stephanie Bass and the amazing guitar player Jaron Hall.
Hello, everybody.
Here we are. So, I'm not exactly sure where we left off, but the thing I wanted to get to, though, just for everyone, just kind of what we were talking about just off mic, was just about if there's anything you guys could say to some, aspiring tattoo artists that are really taking this shit seriously, the ones, that really aren't, like maybe they've been watching and seeing the rules, or maybe they have a mentor that's been telling them like the things not to do, things like that. Is there anything you could tell them, and also other people that might just want to jump into it and they don't have the experience for it? Like, what could you say to them to possibly better prepare them for entering this field?
Mel, I feel like you have the best response to this question.
I feel like, if you're looking into it as a hobby, then you're going to be looked at as a scratcher, and it's not a cool thing to be a scratcher as much as you're fucking flexing about it,
What kind of gun do you
fun.
have?
Well, it's fun, you want to tattoo your friends, it's fun to do things like that, but it's like, nobody wants to live with garbage all over their bodies. They don't want to. Nobody does. You grow out of that phase of your life, and
so you want to like make sure to take it seriously and be as professional as you can, because it is a permanent thing for someone's body. So not only is it you making money, you have to consider whoever's
so
getting
if you're like tattooing as a hobby, and you're tattooing out of your kitchen or your bedroom or wherever, and you're just scratching, it's like that's cool, and all you're gonna do is just like give people half-ass work, even if it's your own best. It's not going to be permanent for that person because it's going to fade away. It's going to be extra shitty. I don't know. That's something I think about. For the people who are on their grind and they want to do it, it's really hard. Apprenticing is really hard, and it should be really hard. That's what's beautiful about
It should
what
be
we
really
do.
hard.
It's like
should be the grindstone.
If you put in your hours and you put in your fucking work, and you don't get to see your fucking family for a year, and you have to work a job or 2 jobs and you're apprenticing and you can barely sleep, and that's your life for a while, then it's like cool, because at least you fucking did it. That's why apprenticing is so hard. It's like, it's supposed to be hard. It weeds out the people who don't have a fucking backbone. It weeds out the people who can't fucking work, who can't fucking take a hard time. And that's this industry.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you here. It keeps you here. Like, if you're a hard ass, then you're gonna be a good tattooer. And it doesn't mean you have an attitude. It means you know how to work and you know how to persevere. You know.
I've had the fortunate ambition to be able to be around Mel for a minute and to know how hard she has worked to make things happen for her.
Yeah.
And that is how it should be. You are going to work hard. You're going to try and draw better than you're ever going to tattoo. But you're still going to have to impress the person that's trying to show you how to do things.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like, you got to work hard. Like, if you are just trying to make it through here because it seems like a simple job, you're not in here for the love. Like, one way or another. Like, between tattooing and piercing. Piercing is a different standard from tattooing.
Yeah.
But the things that we respect about one another is about making sure that what we create on someone and what we envision that we're capable of doing are the most important things. And we expect you to understand that. We expect you to understand that we should be doing the best things we can for you. But at the same time, man, like, you need to take responsibility for yourself.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's a two-way street, you know.
Yeah,
It takes two to tango, even in tattooing, you know.
Man, we gotta make that shit happen. And like, the biggest thing for all of us, man, is we always have people that we admire and follow through, and we want to be able to create the same existence that they've done. But we hope to create new things, man, and we hope to appreciate that. And it's important for all of us. We are creative minds.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, like, we should be creative one way or another.
Yeah, if you want to get that expression, I mean, like, what I'm taking from what y'all are saying is that, like, if you're going to do it, fully invest in it and do it the right way.
It's just, it's better all around because, you know, I don't know. People try and tattoo, and they tattoo as a hobby, or they tattoo,
There you go.
just for, like, I don't know, to fuck around. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's totally fun. It is fun. It's totally fun, and it's fun for everyone at the moment, but it's like, there's no responsibility in it, and that actually is a thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, you are affecting somebody's life, and you're changing it. You're changing their entire life. They won't forget you.
Yeah.
I put bad tattoos on people, and I put great tattoos on people, and the people who I've done bad tattoos on hate me. They don't know me. They don't care to know me, but they fucking hate me. They curse me every day, and they will. They will to everyone else. They'll be like, this motherfucker, I'm pointing at my arm, by the way, is like, but gave me a shitty tattoo, and I have to look at it every day, and I can't stand it. I can't stand my own fucking self. I can't stand my own fucking arm.
But
and
the
they
thing
hate
is,
you.
You take that the same way, though. Like when someone did, like, you take it just as hard as everybody else.
That's something that, you know, happens.
Yeah, no, but we all have to begin from somewhere to create.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I mean, it's part of it. I honestly, like a big thing I talk about on this show is that the fuck ups and the hard grindstone things will make you stronger. I mean, like, it's really, because that's really puts it in perspective, because you win all the time. If you're used to winning, you know, you might get too big of a head of things. And then whenever you get that big head is whenever, like, you're like, oh, yeah.
You stop progressing.
Exactly, but, like, you know, you get that big head and you're like, oh, I fucking got this. And then you blow it. And
Yeah,
you're like,
you
oh,
start
shit.
fucking up and
You know,
you're not progressing anymore. It's about, like, pushing yourself, I think. Pushing yourself, but tattooing is so different. It's like knowing your boundaries and respecting the people that you're actually working with.
I mean, that's
Such an odd medium. It's super weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I think that's one of the most important things. I was like, we understand that we're dealing with a medium that's not just regular. We're not dealing with paper. We're dealing with skin. Skin is personal. It's different. It changes. It has many different concepts that can happen, but all of us are expected to be able to create the best outcome from that.
Yeah, and like every time you set up, you're setting up for a different person every time.
Yeah.
A different client, a different
skin, different reactions.
Different skin, different reactions, but it's like a different human, like a different consciousness. It's like everything is different every time, and you get really good when you've been tattooing for a while and in the business. You get really good at, like, recognizing the same kind of people. You learn what people like. You learn what people don't like. You learn just who you're kind of dealing with, which is, like, fucking cool, I think.
No, it's an experience, man. Yeah, you should have that experience.
It's cool to be able to recognize that, but I don't know. You sit up, and it's just this whole fucking, like you said earlier, like a roller coaster ride.
It is a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, it's just like,
But,
here we fucking go. I'm gloved up.
But I also feel
Who
like
fucking knows what's gonna happen?
we're going from up to bottom. It's just where we're going. But like at the end of the day, like though we've had enough experiences to give the best experience for our clients. I would get tattooed by you millions of times, and there are plenty of people that come through, find you, and listen to you and make that happen. Just like there are many people that come and talk to me and make things happen for us. We have been in this industry long enough to see the ups, the downs, the mistakes we've made, the ways to be creative. And we feel confident enough now, and I trust Mel just as much as she trusts me in general, that we can create the best experience and the best work that we can do that you're looking for. And that's important. You want the confidence of your artist.
Yeah.
Like you want the confidence of your artist, but you want the confidence of the person who believes in you. Because when they believe in you, you're able to create what they want.
Absolutely.
Honestly. And like that's as an artist, as a body artist, as any kind of artist, one way or another, it is important for all of you to have that connection. And we look for that connection. Every now and then, we're like, fuck it, this is not really worth it. But it's because we understand that that's an experience that we don't want to go through.
Man, what sucks to me is like, you know, when, and I brought this up earlier, it's like when you're, me as, you know, the tattooer is working with somebody who I think fucking sucks balls. Like they just suck. They suck as people. They're no fun. They're just like maybe like the opposite of me, you know? Just, that's how I feel, where I'm like, I can't vibe with you at all. And I try so hard to make sure they have clean shit. Like I'm going to make sure this is a good ass tattoo, even though I fucking hate you. You know? And then it's great, and then they fucking are still an asshole and they fucking leave. They're still an asshole and they leave, and they probably talk shit. Who knows?
I mean, it really sucks when you waste someone's time. When you had someone come up to you and be like, hey, I want this, I want that, I'm really interested in this and doing this and creating this, and you give all that information to your tattooer, and then you never show up again, that's a lot of wasted time.
You know, I tattooed, okay, so I had 3 chicks come in the other day, and one of them I had this Instagram conversation with. And for some reason, Instagram's really, like, fruitful. It's, like, a very good way to fucking...
Absolutely. It's a great way to network, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at how much it works.
Yeah.
I thought it would be harder, but... Or nothing, you know? But I had these 3 sisters, and they set up an appointment with me, and they're all talking to me on Instagram. And one of them has, like... We have, like, a future conversation? Yeah. Or past conversation, I mean. Like, you can go back and we can see where we've talked about tattoos before and shit. Yeah. And so they're all in there, and I'm like, have I tattooed one of you guys? Because I can't ever remember anything. And they're like, no. All of them were like, no. And I'm like, all right, well, I know I've talked to one of you guys, so I know that something has happened before. So I'm tattooing each one of them. And the last one, I was just like, is it fucking you? Because I've already asked each one of them while I'm tattooing them. I'm like, so did we talk before? Did I tattoo before this? And they were like, no. And it's the last chick. She's like, we talked about it. It was me. And I was like, tight. And she's like, I didn't have any money. So I didn't get tattooed. But she's covered now. This has been a couple of years. So I'm like,
the
okay.
oldest of the 3.
I was just like that. I think I was just like that nice person who was talking to her. But really, she was like ready to get tattooed. She just, I don't know, was doing it. Because she's like way fucking younger than me. She's probably 27.
27.
She was 27?
There was a 27, a 23rd, and a 21.
Wow. They all look so young.
Were you doing with the Skizik's mother?
Yeah, that lady. Their mom reminded me of like one of the fucking weird troll puppet people from the...
Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal.
Oh my
God. She was like, this lady was like pretty scary, and she was like up in there with him, and she didn't have any tattoos, and she didn't like tattoo shops. She was like,
you know what?
Tattoo shop makes me not feel the evil.
Yeah,
and I was like,
hey, she was so supportive. She was like supportive about her whole like.
She was like creepily supportive.
Like no, dude. Like I talked to her.
I think that it was weird.
She had 3 daughters. All 3 daughters were getting tattooed by Mel. And getting done. I also pierced one of them. And her mother was like, I don't believe in this, but this is what you want to do. It's good. She was one of the more supportive mothers that I met for a minute. But I also understand where you're coming from with the strange.
I tried to give her some shit. She was like, back in my day, and I hate when people say that. And I was like, people back in your day were fucking totally getting tattooed, and she was like, it's not the same as it is now. And I let her like go on this rant, but I'm like, lady, you're not going to be sitting here in my station and pretend like you know more than I know about tattoo history. Like, you're not
Yeah,
gonna
not
do
about
that.
tattoos. No,
It's like
not about
crazy.
tattoos. Yeah,
She was just like, back in my day, blah blah. And I'm like,
I
actually,
used to drink
I fucking
Coca-Cola with
know
actual cocaine.
all about
back
what was
in my
going
day.
on in tattooing back then. It's like, what?
I used to do
what is
cocaine and drink Coca-Cola with cocaine.
We had absinthe by a bottle. We could do ether through a rag. That is what we used to do back in my day. No wonder.
I used to have Coca-Cola, ether, and cigarettes for breakfast.
Man, I'm hungry.
Sounds like a balanced meal right there.
Right there. We have
I
to
should've
accomplish
just
some
asked her if
things.
she'd ever drink Coca-Cola back then. I'm like, did you ever drink any Coca-Cola back then? I heard there was cocaine in it. God damn it. I just want to develop my way to
right.
fucking with people.
All right, Mel. What was the strangest thing you've ever done in your tattoo, like, life? As a tattoo artist, strangest tattoo, strangest thing, strangest experience you've had as an artist.
Okay, I never remember. I never remember the weirdest tattoos because I feel like I end up doing a lot of weird shit that I think is odd. I did tattoo a penis one time.
How much did you charge
on
for
a
that?
penis or a penis on somebody?
No, I tattooed on a penis.
Interesting.
How far into your tattoo career did you tattoo a penis? When was the first time someone said, "Hey, I want you to tattoo my dick"?
Well, that isn't actually relevant. It doesn't, like, people are gonna ask you that because they fucking suck and they're just like, how much to tattoo my dick? And I'm telling you, it's got a number and it's fucking high.
At
And if
least
you're-
5 or more.
If anybody listening is willing to pay that, I'll fucking do it. But you're gonna pay me a lot of money.
Like a grand right now.
So I met Lyle Tuttle and we got to chill and we're fucking homies. And he told me about how, like, he fucking
Rest in peace, Lyle Tuttle. by the
yeah,
way.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Actually, that was recent, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it
That's why I
totally
appreciate
sucks.
it, yeah.
Respect to one of the artists and the greatest. But anyways, continue. Sorry.
So he told me about this time where he, like, met these tattooers and he met these people and everybody respected him so much that, like, anything he said, everyone just pedal to the metal, did it. They just would just trust anything he said. So he was like, you're not a real tattooer if you haven't fucking tattooed a dick. And he's talking to a bunch of dudes, right? So these dudes feel very weird. They're like, oh shit, he just said we have to tattoo a dick. They're like fucking pacing, sweating. They're like, oh my
sweating
god,
bullets. They're like, oh shit.
God, I have to touch a dick now. You know, they're all like tripping. And so
Some guys start really battling that closet right there.
so
like,
one
oh
of them
fuck.
comes back and he's got like photographic evidence of him tattooing his own dick, and he whips his dick out and he shows it or something. It's with Lyle's stories, they're always so crazy, but So Lyle told me this story, and I was like, okay, shit. I'm like fucking super young, just met him, fucking riding this high of knowing who he is, and it's just like, I'm gonna fucking tattoo a dick. So I made it happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh right, that's so funny, because I feel like whenever someone gets you into that situation and it's like, all right.
It's like, all right, I get it. This is how it's supposed to go.
So like, how does the process go whenever it's like, okay, they're willing to pay for it, I'm fully signed up with this, what the hell is gonna happen now? What kind of goes through that process?
Man, we have an apprentice right now. She almost came to chill with us tonight. Her name is Sierra. Or no, she's not an apprentice. She's a junior artist.
Yeah, she's a junior
Yeah,
artist.
sorry, I said that. She's a junior artist. She's been tattooing for like a year full time on the floor.
So it goes apprentice, a junior artist.
That's how I see it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Junior
no,
artist-
junior artist is sorry. You should really.
Junior
take
artist
it.
kind of like sophomore year.
Well, it's kind of like you're let on the floor,
So
so you can take walk-ins, you know, and I don't know. That's kind of it.
Just a little bowl.
And they're gonna be good. They're gonna be bad. It's kind of a trade up.
Word.
But she.
I mean, but it's part of the experience.
She was telling me this story recently about how she, these people were in the shop and they're getting tattooed by another tattooer, and she was like, "These people fucking suck. They fucking last time were giving me hell for so long, and they wanted me to like tattoo somebody's head." And they were heckling her about it.
She wasn't comfortable to do it.
Yeah, and when you're like that new in the business, you don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to like stand your ground and have them understand that you don't want to entertain their bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
But she was like, "No, I don't want to tattoo that head. I'm not comfortable with that." And he's like, a while went by, and these people who this artist was tattooing were like other tattooers, which is probably why it was so harsh. So they come back and they're like, I want you to put a tattoo on my dick, you know? I want you to do that. So, of course, she's like, shutting it down. But it's like, how much? How much would it be worth if you could pull it off, you know?
I mean, at that point in time, you might as well just give a price out. $2,000.
Well,
$1,000.
It depends.
I would at least say 1,000.
It would start at $300, and it would go up from there.
Yeah,
like,
at least.
What do you want?
Pun intended.
Yeah, where it's just
go
like,
up from there.
It's a myth that you need to be hard to get your dick tattooed, though. A complete myth. It might start hard, but it won't end up hard.
It's gonna hurt. Yeah.
I mean, one way the way I put it to anyone is like, if I have to handle your dick to pierce it, you better be able to get to the size you need.
Exactly.
Honestly. Like,
they better bring in some Black Panther extends.
Look. This is just as awkward for me as it is for you. I'm wearing gloves. Let's make this happen. Like,
I'm wearing fucking gloves, dude. What else can I do?
Yeah. Hey, look. Honestly, have you ever gone to Walmart and grabbed one of those like little silicone grabby? I don't know how to describe them.
At Walmart, it's like a fondle
Is there
grabby.
a name for that type of toy?
It's a slippy tube. I think it's I'm gonna name it as a slippy tube, but I'm just saying there's that tube you grab that just slips through your hands.
Oh, yes, like it goes like
Yeah, I'm not crazy. I promise you, it really exists.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, anytime I have to handle a dick big enough to get 2 or 3 piercings through it, I have to try and slippy dick that shit. Damn. So please don't be upset when I charge you $300, $400 to have to handle your manhood or your feminehood. Yeah, honestly, like I really don't.
Not discriminate.
No, seriously. Just because you have a vagina does not mean that I want to put my fingers any deeper than I have to.
I charge people a butt fee if they want a butt tattoo. Mm-hmm. They start higher. Those pieces start higher because I'm like, I have to be by your fucking asshole. And you know what? It's hard
smells.
to tattoo there.
It smells.
People will move the top half of their body and they don't realize that their whole ass is jiggling all around. They're like, oh, I'm going to like reach. And then it's like, cool. So it's like a tidal wave.
So
and I'm trying to touch
it's like opens the gates and it's like, stop. It's like, please stop.
Right.
Please stop.
Please, before you come in to get worked on,
Take a shower.
take a shower. Wash your mouth out.
Thoroughly.
Honestly, no.
Again,
wash
don't
your
take
mouth
a shower
out.
in our bathroom.
Not in our bathroom.
Not when you get to the studio before you show up.
Clean yourself. You're about to get penetrated multiple times. That's what piercing and tattooing is.
Yeah.
Multiple penetration. But honestly, like, clean yourself. Get washed off.
I mean, once again, take the artist into consideration, like I were talking about. I mean, like this isn't just your experience; it's like something they have to do too.
Hey, most of the time, I have mouthwash. I have soap. We have wet towels. We have baby wipes. We have the possibility to make sure that you're as sterile as possible.
Julian's way more courteous than me.
I have to deal with a lot of crazy more shit.
Way more.
Because my shit's cheaper. Like, honestly, that's the one thing about like piercing and tattooing. Being a piercer, it's way cheaper than being a tattooer. We charge way less to accomplish things you do, which are more invasive sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if I have to go through your skin through multiple layers of makeup, like be it your vertical hood, be it a surface piercing, be it your ears, be it your lip, your nose, all those things deal with bacteria.
Absolutely.
And so you need to be aware enough to take care of it as well. I mean, like, tattoos are just as bad, honestly. That's like a road rash.
Like gnarly, bro. I mean, like that's actually something I brought up to a couple friends of mine. Like, I tattooed. I'm like, bro, because they're like, oh, like I had some guy said like, yeah, keep it wrapped up and keep it wet. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like my thing is like, I'm like, keep it clean, but like it's a big gaping wound. Like you gotta take care of that shit. Like just like you got in like an accident or a wreck, and it's like a wound you gotta take care of. You gotta take care of that shit, and like responsibly, because you know there's a lot of shit you shouldn't do, especially like heavy chemical soaps and things like that. You want to watch out for that shit.
My whole thing with tattooing is like keep it clean.
Yeah.
You got 72 hours.
Yeah.
That's the baby stage. That's when you can get an infection.
Yep.
And your staph lives on your skin every day. So if you don't keep your tattoo clean, you can get a staph infection.
They say staph is gnarly, y'all.
Yeah, and it's like it's simpler than you would believe. Different things go into play, even if it's your fucking immune system. If you have had the fucking flu and you just got over the flu and you go to get a tattoo, maybe
if you get an
infection, it might be harder to fight it off because your immune system is garbage right now because it's been working so hard.
And that's another thing they should focus on before you get tattooed, man.
They don't think about that shit. They don't know about it. They don't think about it when they get tattooed, But it's like it's all in it when it's time to heal it,
Yeah.
So I just say like 72 hours is your baby stage. Keep it clean. What I tell people is like, and honestly, if you ever get tattooed by anybody, listen to their instructions. Don't like take mine to heart. Everybody has different instructions because everybody knows how their own tattoos heal. Everybody knows how the way they tattoo, how it should heal best. From experience and knowledge and stuff. But 72 hours is your baby stage. Unless you were like hamburgered as fuck, which would be like some scratchy shit or whatever.
Yeah, no, don't. If you're hamburgered as fuck, don't go back to the artist.
Yeah, but it's like 72 hours. Keep it clean with antibacterial soap. I always tell people to skip anything petroleum based or oil based because it's can be overused very easily.
I mean, at the same time, you shouldn't do any antiseptics or antibacterial. I mean, you can do antibacterials, but you can't do like. What's it called? Alcohol based. You're gonna
alcohol
kill.
Alcohol based things like it really dries out your shit too.
Yeah, no, it kills all the bacteria, the good shit and the bad shit. That's
exactly.
The worst part about
I mean, from like downhill skateboarding, like I did seriously for a while. Like the biggest thing is like when you first get it, especially like when we fall on these roads that are dirty. Mm-hmm. Like when you first get it, yes, alcohol for road rash, but from then on. Antibacterial soap. I really like Dr. Bronner's personally myself.
Yeah, I trust anything that's all natural. Honestly.
Like something like because like just like antibacterial just for a little bit, just for that within that first 3 days or so. Mm-hmm. But like just continue it with a nice clean soap that has good vitamins in it and like good oil. Just good skin things.
There are a couple options you can go from.
I don't ever think about it that deeply. I feel like your body knows how to heal itself. Like we are made to heal ourselves. And infection is what we have to look out for, right? So the antibacterial is going to kill the bad, typically. And I have to say it so vaguely because everybody is living this own experience when they get tattooed. But
I mean,
antibacterial soap should kill the bad, ideally, and
it's the simplest, man. I know it's the simple. That's the thing is like I feel like people overcare most of the time.
Totally, 100%. Like 100%. Everybody freaks out and they don't understand, and it's like fucking hit your tattooer up. Bother them.
I honestly think you should talk about your experience with the senator because you've had a specific experience.
Okay, so I won't even talk about Senoderm necessarily. I guess I'll get into it, but like I've had tattoo.
What is Senoderm?
It's Senoderm.
For those that don't know.
Senoderm it's like a breathable second skin. There's other versions of it that I think are the exact same, like Tigerderm and stuff, and it's basically this breathable second skin. From what I understand about it is, so when you get tattooed, your body produces a plasma and it pushes excess ink out of your body, like extra, like that's how it goes.
That doesn't get absorbed and whatever.
Yeah, it's just like fuck you, get out of here, and it pushes out blood and plasma, and it can collect underneath the Senoderm. It goes on like a sticker. And instead of the alternative, which is what happens, like your plasma will dry on the outside of your tattoo.
It gets all crust the tattoo crust.
The tattoo crust. But I know a bunch of like old school motherfuckers will be like, take hot showers. They're like, get tattooed, take hot showers because it'll help it come off. But Senoderm gets to like bypass all of that because you don't take it off. And there's different instructions with that as well. It's like what I like to do is 24 hours. I like to remove it and then do 72. 48. Sorry. So it's like 1 day and then 2 days with a fresh one on there.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is taking care of it, like right when it's like properly. I mean, like throughout both of my tattoos, like even the night of when I got it, I just used Dr. Bronner's soap.
I mean,
I think the kicker is keeping it clean.
Yeah.
Yep,
If
keeping
we
it clean.
use Sanoderm, it's like it's good for you and you get to leave it on. If not, it's like keep your tattoo clean. The 72 hours, like that 3 days to 4 days, are like when you need to concentrate on.
But that's a new
fucking keeping your shit
experience,
clean.
though. I mean, like that's a new thing that people are offering now.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna like have to learn how it goes. You had a different experience.
Oh yeah, I tried. So I work with some people who, they were just saying to leave it on for a week, and I was like, that sounds crazy to me. So I tried it out, and now I have like scars on my back. It's like under Ryan's piece. It's like this. I don't know. Like I don't know. If it's like.
It's like a watermark.
It's like
I would say, it's a different change in color, at least. You know,
that's what the scar looks like. But it was like a fucking.
Everybody's
like
body's
boil or
different, man.
something.
Yeah, everybody's body is different.
But now I know that, and I can tell my clients that I can be like, if it gets fucking weird, take it the fuck off. I didn't even leave it on for a whole 5 days.
But
I just was trying it out. I wanted to know what it was like because I was hearing it all day, and I wanted to know what the experience was. And it's like I'm totally scarred. I have like a line. It's totally lame.
And respect to you for doing that for your clients, though. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get to tell them that.
To fucking know about it,
you I hope you experience what you experience. It's good for you to be able to give that experience to the people that are around you. It's shitty you had to experience yourself though. That's fucking sucky. I'm sorry you have that scar.
Well, I'm not. It's like whatever.
It's there. I'm gonna cover it up, and it's gonna be good.
I don't know. You gotta try it out if you're gonna. And I never told anybody to leave it on that long, but I work with people who do. So it's like shit, man. Everybody's gotta look out for that. Look out for that shit.
Hard respect to that, because like I said before, I didn't do any scarification until I got my scarification.
Like it's something you didn't fuck with,
different
really.
kind of way of getting scarred.
It's a different. Look, man, scarification is a really interesting process. I don't know how many of you have gone through scarification or no scarification. There's about 3 or 4 different methods to do so. You can do a cold striking, which is using dry ice to create a mark in your skin that's been burned. There's a hot striking in which you light up a piece of metal.
Kind of like a brand.
Yeah, it's a branding. And then there's also chemical striking, which has to deal with bleach or such to create your marks. There's also it's a cautery pin, an electrical striking. You take a cautery pin, you can create a scar across your body to do so. I did scalpel striking on my ribs. And the biggest thing, I don't know, like as someone who does the art, like if I am not willing to do it to myself, I don't want to do it to anybody else.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's a hard part of it.
It's all about knowing your game, especially if you're doing it.
Yeah, extremely precise shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like that also helps you as an artist gauge what you're doing and what kind of pain you're causing or what kind of damage you're aware of that can happen if you've gone through it yourself.
I want to respect my clients as much as I respect myself. So if I'm not willing to do it to myself, I don't want to do it to my client.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think that's a big thing, especially as a piercer.
It's like an honorable thing.
We have to be able to talk you into doing something that is going to take all of like 3 seconds to do. And then we have to promise you that when it's done, you're going to enjoy it and look at it and be appreciative of that. And that is hard because not every time that you do something is it going to come out the same way that you've done it. So you just have to be as consistent as you can.
Man, and that's like the cool part of the craft, I think. It's like, oh, yeah, don't forget that you're working with another human. And, like, we're not always the best.
But we're good.
We're not a machine, It's like...
Yeah.
just like us trying.
But at the same time, like we create something great about it though. Like you create a great experience and a great permanent artwork on there. At the same time, for me, it's like I create a great experience, and I promise that you're happy with the end of what you have. You know, we have to be consistent, and people trust us to be consistent, and that is one of the most important things for us.
Absolutely, especially if it's a permanent thing. You know, like that. You gotta have the security going in.
And you guys build our ego.
Yeah.
You create our ego. Like we have always been doing the same art from day in, day out. But with everyone that comes and sees us and believes in us and wants to make that happen, that's what we create. That's what we want to do. We want to give you the best experience and the best art possible at that point in time that we can.
Yeah.
And it's important to all of us, honestly. Like I know Mel, like
What?
I feel like you understand that. Like we want to do the best we can on you. Because you trust us and we trust you, man.
Yeah, that's my kind of philosophy on it. That's the way I like to work, you know?
Yeah.
That's the way I like to work. I like to work personally, with somebody. It makes more sense to me. You know, it makes me feel more passionate about the experience too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I can tattoo a damn good Roman numeral on you or whatever. But I can also, I can
put your own expression on there.
Yeah, it's like this is my whole life. So it's like,
yeah.
What do you want to do? Let's fucking do it great.
I mean, it's also, like what we were saying, it's a mutual experience, and it's the, I don't know, and then like I was saying about my own tattoos, like I really enjoy I want the best that artist can give because I came to you because I like what you do, and I want something original and something that's just you, that's just for me. And cause I guess for me, cause it's also a mutual experience for me, because it's just like, look, I want you to have fun with this. I want you to be comfortable, because I know you get a lot of bullshit clients that come through, sometimes, especially if you do a lot of tattoos or a lot of piercings. So I'm trying to make this easy, because I know if you're comfortable in your situation with your art, you're gonna make the best thing you could make. And me knowing that just as an artist, that's why I want you to be comfortable in that situation.
Yeah, that's like this whole I don't know. It makes sense for your podcast. It's like this whole thing about making art.
Yeah, just making art. Do what you want to do.
There's not one way to do it. It's just like do it in the way that makes sense, I guess.
Art is one of those things that's not easy to explain.
Not easy to explain, and there's no limits.
And it creates itself over and over again.
Exactly.
The biggest thing you can do is respect and love someone around you that does art.
And respect the process, respect for where it came from and where you came from.
Exactly.
Specifically, and what is to come. Expect to get surprised and expect to be wrong on a lot of things. There's a lot more wrongs than rights.
I always feel myself very fortunate to be around many magnificent artists. Mm-hmm. To learn and enjoy and appreciate everything that all of them done.
Yeah.
And experience everything back and forth. Like, that's the whole point of anything. If you're an artist, the whole idea is about sharing experiences.
Absolutely.
And creating more. I think that's the biggest. Creating more, man.
Just creating.
Always create.
It's like the shared perspective of it all is like
always
creating.
Yeah, creation, man. Creation. That's the most important thing. I think that's one of the biggest things that changes us from animals, is that we create and we experience.
Man, that's deeper for me. I'm just like, fucking, you fucking know what's going on. Sal is such a sweet demi.
So it's been a wonderful night. I think we're calling it.
Well, you know what, guys? I appreciate y'all coming out.
We appreciate this. This has been a great time.
And doing part 1, part 2
is
fun. This is one of the most fun episodes I've had, just because we were able to have a part 2, because I couldn't just for our conversation, I couldn't just end it. They had to just be flown out, and you guys appreciate your craft so much, and you have so much love for it. You have so much to say about it.
I would enjoy to come and talk with you more, especially.
I didn't get to tell that story about the lady who peed her pants.
Oh, I think that's how we should end. Let's end the story.
Let's end with the. It's funny. I thought you said Peter Pan for a second. Peed her pants.
God damn it! I wish I had said Peter Pan.
I think this is the end.
All
of the
right,
story.
so in closing, what is this incident here?
Okay, so I'm working at Galveston Tattoo Company. It's a windy day. I take a walk in, which is a lady who just comes in and she's very enthusiastic about getting tattooed. I'm very enthusiastic about tattooing her. And we're just kind of chatting. So she is blathering on to me about all kinds of things. And when you tattoo people, you kind of understand that, like, you don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe people are nervous. Maybe they're excited. You can't honestly assume that they're really fucked up or kind of crazy right away. So I'm chatting with her. We decided we're going to do a tattoo. It's like on her lower back, some astrological sign, pretty chill. So halfway into the line art, I realized that she's got no shoes on. And she's had no shoes on this whole time. And she's got a bag full of shit. She's trying to give every tattooer a gift. And she's talking to everybody a lot about weird shit. So get the design done, put it on her, she sits down. It's like a rodeo show, a bucking bronco. That's what it's like to tattoo this woman. She's lunging forward and she's lunging backward and she's fucking flailing all over the place. And I'm just like, holy shit, man. Strapping on my boots, ready to like tattoo this crazy lady. Oh my God. And she starts talking about random shit like, I work for the fucking CIA. And then she's like, blah, 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 going on about it. She's like, I'm a school teacher, middle school, elementary school, whatever. She can't shut up about all these different
She smoked a hefty amount of crack before she came in there.
Probably, Devlin. Probably.
Methods come far and wide. Just saying.
All shit.
So she's just talking, and some of the other tattooers are video recording her. She doesn't realize, she doesn't know, she doesn't care. She's just in there to fucking ruin my day, I think, So she's flailing all over the place, dip and rip, Put the tattoo on her. It ends. Cool. Or so I think. So she fucking...
Or so I think.
Cliffhanger.
So the guys get her outside. It's already like well past closing. Like I shouldn't have... I don't know. I could have tattooed this fine and gotten out of there, but she was so crazy. It took extra long to do it. So she's outside. They've got her out there. They're giggling about their video. The apprentice is going to drive me home that night, okay? He's got a truck. I have my bike. I can't ride my bike because it's on seawall and it's a really windy night. And it's like, if you're up there trying to ride your bike, it'll blow you backwards. So I'm like, oh, cool. At least I don't have to ride my bike home, right? And so I go outside and the owner of the shop's like, hey, don't piss in front of my building, blah, blah. I'm talking about this.
Like to the woman.
Yeah. So she's full sweatpants all the way up, not down. Walks a couple of feet into the driveway and just squats and pees with her pants up.
Whoa.
In her sweatpants. She pisses in her own pants, squats and pisses in her own pants.
Were they like stereotypical gray sweatpants where you could see the stain?
Yeah, she was terrible.
That's awful.
And then
That's
I was like,
fucking awful.
God, and so I'm like upset because I'm like, God damn it, they're still entertaining this fucking mongoloid asshole woman who sucks. And then they're like, oh, where do you gotta go? That's okay, the apprentice. Chris will take you.
Yes. Sit in my car.
like-
He will always take you.
Fuck my life. So I put my bike in the back of his truck, and I get to ride inside the truck. We make the random woman ride in the back of the truck. And about like, I don't know how far it was. It was like from Academy to Wendy's. A mile, maybe.
Yeah.
She starts standing up in the bed of the truck. She's up. And she's doing shit back there. She's like touching my bike. She's moving around. So I'm like, holy shit, dude, fucking pull over. Get this lady out of the back of your truck, right? Pulls over, goes into Wendy's. She hops out, comes immediately to his driver's side window, and is like trying to give him some snacks. She's like pulling weird shit out of her bag, food and shit. She's
Like fruit
about
snacks and
this?
Welch's.
yeah, it's fucking weird.
Maybe some salami and some crackers.
Like pulls out a
Yeah,
Lunchable.
cheese,
Pulls out a
She's, like,
Lunchable,
pulling
fucker.
out shit. She's like, blah blah blah. Do you want this? Do you want this? And he's like, no.
I
And
will
he is
feed
so
you. Take me
timid.
home.
He's just like this timid guy, and I'm over there just like, fucking stop talking to her. Why
Tell her
are
to
you
fuck off.
talking to this lady?
Tell her
This
to
is
fuck
terrible.
off.
Why do you keep talking to her? So she goes away, and do you know what she starts doing? Picking up overturned Wendy's cups and other things, and just flipping them up and going up to other trash. And he's watching her. And I'm like, motherfucker, drive away right now. I'm going to fucking scream at the top of my lungs if you do not drive away from this random ass lady. It's terrible.
Did you guys drive away?
Fuck yeah. He
Hell
sped
yeah.
off. I was like, bless you. You figured it out.
I would
you
have
don't
hurt
have
you.
to appease this woman who did nothing for you except for be crazy around you.
Greatest
Piss her
hobo.
pants and rode in the back of your truck.
Greatest hobo experience in Galveston.
She wasn't a hobo.
No. I'm just saying for me in general because that sounds like a hobo conversation.
I mean, that is some hobo ass.
That's
shit.
some hobo ass shit. I'm just saying.
No. It gets better though.
Hey,
So
wait,
Chuck,
we're not even done yet.
Chuck Jones. I talked to him about this. Right?
Chuck Jones had experience
Because
with the same
I
chick.
had heard that she was over
It's
at
a
their
small
shop
island.
earlier or something.
It is.
And I'm like, hey. So I just like kicked this lady in my shop. So apparently she went to their shop and was the same kind of version of human.
Did she piss? That's gross.
No, she didn't piss, but she did say
Oh, they got the best.
racist gay jokes
Oh shit. To Chuck?
and got
I will-
kicked the fuck out of that place.
Dude, I will fight anyone that comes at Chuck any kind of way, man.
That's what I'm saying.
No, for real, Chuck's.
I mean, like not,
Hey.
not that I don't think that Chuck could kick
I'd
some
respect
ass.
Chuck.
I'm sure he could.
Oh no, he can.
That's
He's
just
been
hilarious.
around.
I
He
think
knows
that
how to
Erica
act
told me
himself.
that story.
yeah,
Like
that's
that part
so
of it.
gnarly.
I hit them up about it, but I didn't hear about it for like a day. Oh. And then I was like, holy shit, you dealt with this fucking monster woman like I did?
Yeah.
Oh. It's like if a
So,
cartoon character came to life. It was just like you were trying to work.
but not even the cool cartoon character
no, like
though.
the
It's like
meth
the
head one,
like,
where it's like very theatrical.
like where you think this was gonna be cool, and then it just goes the complete opposite way.
didn't even
It's
know
like,
how
damn.
this was gonna
I didn't
end.
know she had no shoes on when I was talking to her because she was on the other side of this like big counter, so I couldn't see. And they're
And
like,
it's not
"You
something you're just
didn't
looking at
know
either."
that she had no shoes on?" And I was like, "No, dude. Why in the fuck would I have tattooed her if I knew she was in here with no shoes on, blathering on to me about like astrological signs and like
You're a Gemini,
past
right?
lives and like other weird shit?" I was just like, damn. She's talking about all kinds of shit. I was just like, cool. So we're gonna put that tattoo on your lower back now?
This is where we're going.
I mean, like, so
Mission
just saying, for all the listeners out there, no matter what you're into, sometimes some crazy shit might happen, and it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just get through it, handle it the best way you can, and if honestly you freak out and you end up fighting this person, that's the best way you can handle it. That's just what happens.
That's real shit.
Try not to upset anybody you didn't want to upset, but understand.
But if they
But
upset
if they
you,
do get upset, then whatever.
I mean, you might have to box it out. You might have to go from one standard to another. Just respect anyone. That's the biggest thing. Respect who you're coming against. Respect who you come to look for work. And just be happy about that.
absolutely.
Because respect is the most important thing. The experience and the respect. I think that's like the biggest thing we've been talking about all night.
And that is a
I think
that's
that's
a great
a
note
good
right
way
there.
to top it all off.
Absolutely, respect is key.
Respect and enjoy your experience.
Yeah, just like have fun and be respectful and
I mean,
Be
that-
respectful,
and
be
that's kind of a
considerate,
simple
and
thing.
just
as us as artists, that's what we want to do.
absolutely,
We want to give you the best experience and the best respect possible.
absolutely. Well, thank you again, guys, for being on.
I think
Devlin, thank you, darling.
thank you for the experience,
welcome.
man. Hey, this is my first podcast.
Hey.
Really happy to have this
I
experience.
think you
with
did really
everyone.
good. I feel like your
Take 'em
voice
all-
is
take 'em
very
on first.
what the fuck am I trying to say?
I would love for
Your
us
voice
to
is like
come.
when I've
It's
drank a
almost-
lot of Sailor
No,
Jerry
no.
and it sounds good.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah,
little
yeah. By the way, we
silky
did kill that bottle of Sailor Jerry.
we finished a bottle of Sailor Jerry a couple beers.
But you know what, guys? Straight up, like if you guys are there artists to come on, if y'all want to come on with them, I got 4 guest mics. Actually, I got a new mixer, so I might have 5 guest mics.
Damn, I'm down to come down with all of them.
So
I want to come in. I think we should bring the whole shop, man.
Dude,
honestly.
bring them in. That'd be awesome.
Ryan and Catfish should be fucking hella cool. Having Chuck on would be so fun.
Oh, Chuck
I need to
get
get Chuck in
man.
here.
For sure, man.
I've talked to him in passing a couple times. Last time I saw him, I ran into him at Happy Buddha. Shout out Happy Buddha on the seawall.
Oh man, I love those egg
They're
rolls.
on actually 61st Street, but whatever.
60, whatever.
Seawall on 61st. Before that,
Seawall.
Look, man.
It's like you can see the ocean from the Happy Buddha. You know the coolest thing about Happy Buddha is it looks like it's super ghetto and like from the outside it looks like just like a trap house. But then you go in there and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, I didn't know I was coming in.
Like their bar is beautiful. I was like,
oh my god, you've been to the bar? Yeah, that's like the secret of Happy Buddha.
Yeah,
like
the first time I went in there because we walked up and I was like, man, what the hell is this Long John Silver's ass place we're walking up into?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But then we went in there and I was like, dude, there's a big ass golden dragon at the front door.
So what's your favorite soup?
Huh?
What's your favorite soup?
Man, like hot and sour soup. Man.
Oh man, how about that like chicken noodle or that wonton, man?
The wonton soup is good.
That wonton
hot and sour soup goes hard. Though.
Oh, dude, it does.
Yeah,
it's got that tang.
Shout out Happy Buddha. You guys don't pay me money, but I'm gonna plug you anyway.
Hey man, give me those egg rolls. Let them get fried. It's all good.
Well, actually, before we go, guys, where can we find you on social media so everybody can look at your work?
I'm Melmo Black.
Melmo Black. That's MELMO.
Melmo Black for everything.
Melmo Black on everything. At Melmo Black.
I'm Art by Jules. ARTJEWLS. No, say BYJDWLS.
ELS or
What?
LS?
Nah, give me a second. I gotta look this shit up.
Make sure we get these handles
Cool.
right
So
so we can get
again,
you some
I'm Melmo
recognition
Black.
here.
What's up? Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
name.
Art by
Simple.
finish it up, Mel. Yeah, take it, Mel. Mel, tell me how you come from.
Well, you know what? Actually, for everybody listening, if you just go down in the description, I will plug their info, and you can find them online.
Thanks.
And thank you guys again. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank
all
you.
this experience.
Shout out Sailor Jerry Rum.
Yeah, this episode is sponsored by Carback Love Street and Sailor Jerry Room.
I appreciate the night, man. Thank you for the experience.
The lady on the back of the label was a sexy lady with a cobra, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Shout out Sexy Lady and the Cobra.
that's poison, guys.
All right, you guys. Well, Artists in Depth Podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow us, give us some constructive criticism, troll our page, do whatever you want, as long as it's in the name of art. I don't mind what you do, but let us know. Let us know who you'd like to hear. If you got some artists, hit us up on our social media. Let me know if you really just how you feel about the show, and let us know if you like it. Let us know if you hate it. I love it all. Give me all of it. It's all gonna help us be better, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, all of it.
All right.
Have a good night.
Well, Mel,
Love you guys.
Julian, Jaron, Stephanie, we are out.
Love you guys. Bye.
Appreciate. Have a good night.
You've been listening to the Artists in Depth Podcast, motivating creative minds through artistic exploration. If you like what you're hearing, please be sure to give us a rating or a positive review. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can email us at vonpatrickarts@gmail.com. That is VONPATRICK@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and we look forward to talking to you.